I remember one Halloween when I was a child, my father came in the house wearing a flight suit, a helmet, and a mask. It made such an impact on me, I knew I wanted to follow in my father's footsteps and join the Air Force. Hello, my name is Kevin Goulet, and today I want to talk to you about my life before, during, and after the military. So first off, let's get started with my life before I joined the Air Force. I was born in 1971 in Sanford, North Carolina. It is a little city right outside Pope Air Force Base where my father was stationed. When my father received orders to Vietnam, my mother and I moved to Pennsylvania to be with her family. We only lived there for around a year. When my father returned from Vietnam, we got orders to Ellsworth, South Dakota. That's also where my brother was born. Before my father retired from the military in 1987, we moved back up to Pennsylvania. I lived there for around 5 years and attended high school there. After graduating from high school in 1989, I took about a year off, and in May 1990, I decided to follow in my father's footsteps and join the Air Force. My first experience in the Air Force was Aircraft Structural Maintenance Technical School. School lasted around 6 months. My first duty station was Ellsworth, South Dakota. I was stationed there for around 5 years, where I got to work on various aircraft, which included the B-1, the KC-135, and the B-52. Little did I know, in January 1991, our country would go to war, the first war since Vietnam. It was called Desert Storm. It was the biggest rush that a 20-year-old airman could have. I saw hundreds of aircraft leave Dhahran, Saudi Arabia, fully loaded with munitions, and come back with nothing on their rails. It was quite an experience, and it's one that I will never forget. After I left Ellsworth, I had the pleasure to be stationed at Tyndall Air Force Base, Florida, Luke Air Force Base, Arizona, and Kunsan Air Base, Republic of Korea. After I left Korea in 2003, I went to possibly the best kept secret in the Air Force, Aviano Air Base, Italy. My 7 years at Aviano Air Base, Italy were definitely the best years of my career. I visited countries people only think about going on vacation to. We were part of NATO, so we got to go to countries to build their air forces. We deployed a lot at Aviano, included Qatar, Iraq, Republic of Korea, and Afghanistan. While I was stationed at Aviano, I won the most prestigious award a maintainer can receive, Maintenance Professional of the Year, which is a little maintainer statue for my actions while I was deployed to Korea. After living in Italy for 7 years, the Air Force decided that I had to leave, and I received orders to Martinsburg Air National Guard Base, West Virginia, which I've been stationed here since December 2010. After 22 years of my life dedicated to the Air Force mission, I decided it was time to retire and think about retiring from the military, and I began my paperwork to retire in January 2013. What is going to happen to me after I leave the Air Force and retire? First, I'm going to move back to Pennsylvania and finally be with my fiance, which we haven't lived together for 2 years. Second, I will probably take time off so I can adjust to civilian life. After that, I plan to go back to school to pursue a new career to be a paramedic. I was an EMT at Luke and I love to help people. And there you have it. My life, pretty much in a nutshell, my life before, during, and after the military.